What's going on, Wix Nation? MPS here from Wix Training Academy. The video 200,000 plus of you have been waiting for over the past 2 years. A complete guide, toolkit, a mini series of how to build a paid membership website in Wix from start to finish, taking into account all of the incredible questions that you have accumulated over the past 2 years with the singular videos I've released. It's time to put them together into that complete toolkit and deliver you a mini series. This mini series will be released every Wednesday until we complete our paid membership website here in Wix, and you'll get to look forward to that content at 8:30 a.m. Mountain Standard Time every single Wednesday. So make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn those bell notifications on so you get notified as soon as it comes out, because it's only coming out once a week, and I know you want this content. I know you need this content. In fact, not only you, but 200,000 plus people just like you in this incredible community are waiting for this content. So make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn those bell notifications on so you don't miss it, and you'll plug into the largest Wix training community on the internet. The moment starts now. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are in our Wix editor. What we are going to cover in our first video is getting the basic infrastructure of the initial sign-up process built out. Now, it's important to note that each of you are going to have unique individual membership style websites. You're all going to have different types of content. You're all going to have different types of sites in general, with maybe some of you are going to have paid member forums, paid member blogs, paid member access to, live streams, paid member access to content, whatever that may be. You're all going to have different style membership websites, but the fundamental functionality is the same. The content you deliver and the design you add to it is different and unique to each of you. But what we're going to go through is the core fundamental aspects to building this paid membership website, and we're going to do it off of the back of the Wix Paid Plans app, Wix's newer app that allows you to add different membership tiers, member permissions, and allows you to restrict pages based off of certain membership access that people have. Now, whether you're going one basic style membership with maybe one annual fee or one monthly fee, or you're doing 3 different membership tiers, all have different pricing, all have, monthly, annual, whatever that may be, it does not matter. This system works the same and applies to all of those different aspects. You just have to follow it and replicate it for each of your tiers and each of your different aspects. So what we're going to do to start this series off is we're going to start by going to Add Apps, and we're going to enter the Wix app market. And then what we're going to type in is paid plans. And then you're going to see pricing plans. This is pricing plans by Wix, and what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and add to site. Wix is going to verify. It's then going to start adding our pricing plans to the site. Once we get here, what we see is a pricing plans page. It's called Plans and Pricing. It adds it as its own separate page. Okay, so that way when people are going to subscribe to your site to become a member, they'll be able to see all of your different plans here. If you only have one plan, only one plan will show here. These are the default plans that come with the app. They can be changed, they can be deleted, they can be altered. With that said, if you have 3, 4, 5, 6 different plans here, it'll show all of them, and they'll all be able to be selected by whatever the user decides to ultimately go with. Now, if we click settings here, what will happen is it will pull up basically the design settings. So we'll be able to choose what is shown on this page. Is everything shown? Header, name, tagline, benefits. Do we want to highlight a plan? If so, which one do we want to highlight? Do we want to add a disclaimer that auto renewal will be on for each of these plans? That's up to you. You don't have to. And then you can go through and you can change your layout, text, design. But we're not focusing on design in this series. We're focusing on functionality and getting your framework and infrastructure built out to ensure that you have a fully functioning paid membership website. So what we're going to do is we're going to go up here to main and we're going to go to manage plans. It is now going to take us to our Wix dashboard, in which it's going to open our paid plans app. In here, we have the ability to create new plans as well as view archived plans if we have archived certain plans. To start, what you're going to want to make sure you do is you create your plans. When you're doing this aspect of your paid membership website, you have to really sit down and think about what your plans are and what type of access people are going to get with each plan. You really, truly have to plan this out. No pun intended. But with that said, what I would really strongly encourage you to do is before you hit this portion and you start building out your plans, come in with a prepared list. With that list, name out what each of your plans look like, what the prices are associated with. Is it an annual plan? Is it a monthly plan? Is it different membership levels and each tier has access to different things? What are the prices of each of those plans? What access do people get? And have a complete and entire list of what that looks like. Otherwise, what you're going to end up doing, and this is fine in the long haul if you decide, you know what, you've been running your site for a little bit now, it's running well, people are subscribing, but you want to add another plan, that's fine. But in the beginning, if you don't do that and you don't plan it out, you're not going to have a clear and concise infrastructure design for what needs to happen next. You're not going to know what pages you need to create. You're not going to know what access people need to have. And then you're going to just be running around like an unorganized chicken with your head cut off because you don't have an actual plan of what your site needs to look like and what it needs to have functionality wise. So please, before you start this next step, make sure you have that. If you've got that prepared, what you're going to do is you're going to create a plan. This is where you start to enter your plan information. So you start by entering your plan name. I'm just going to give this a basic plan, and we're going to call this Ruby membership. Okay, so this is going to be our Ruby membership. You can add a tagline if you'd like, and then right here is where you're going to list all of the benefits included in this plan. So, for instance, if the Ruby membership is maybe a mid-level tier, maybe they'll get access to one monthly membership call, they'll get access to certain content, they'll get access, and you have to spell out what that content is, they'll get access to the forum, and that's it. So what you would do is you would come in here, monthly member call, then you would add more, you would type in select content. Again, make sure you actually tell them what type of content it is. Don't just say select content. Make sure you spell it out. People want to know what they're paying for before they do it. And then put maybe member forum. And those are the benefits they get with that membership in particular. Next is an important portion. This is your pricing and duration. This is where you can choose, is this a free plan? Is it a one-time payment? So maybe it's a $495 payment and it's a until canceled. So it's just a $495 payment. So it's one upfront fee. That's it until it's canceled. So then it's done. Their membership is good until it is canceled. You can decide the length of plan. So maybe that $495 one-time fee is only valid for membership for 2 years. After 2 years, they no longer have access to their membership unless they renew and pay that amount again. That's how that would work. So that's what the one-time payment structure is like. On the inverse of that, you have reoccurring payments. So reoccurring payments, maybe you're going to keep that $495 price, but your payment frequency is going to be yearly. So instead of every 2 years, every year, that $495 is going to be deducted from their account, and it's going to keep their membership. And maybe you can choose how long the plan is, maybe for 2 years. So that's a 2-year plan, and every year $495 is going to be deducted. So they'll have membership for 2 years, but there will be 2 payments of $495 deducted each year for their membership. And if you wanted to, you could even enable a free trial. Maybe you want to give people the ability to get in, get to know your community, your membership base, and mess around with some of the features you offer, because in some cases that actually helps them take the next step and really fully commit to the price or the investment, I should say, that they're going to be making in your membership. So you can select a free trial. Maybe you want to give them 14 days free trial to get in, get to know your membership, kind of get familiar with your content, maybe have a member call so they can see what that's all about, and then have them commit. After those 14 days, they'll be charged and their membership will start. That's always a good method. It may or may not be the method you want to use, and I'm certainly not advocating either way. It's totally your call on that, and you know your market best, so you'll have to determine what fits right for your market. After that happens, what you'll do is you'll see plan policies. So there is an option to make only one purchase per person. And as you can see here, if you want to show this, only one person will be able to make this purchase per plan, if that makes sense. So it's limited to one person, not multiple people on one plan. In addition to that, here's your plan policy text. I strongly encourage you to actually take the time, even maybe consult some legal advice to do this. This is where you'll spell out the details of your free trial, renewal policy, cancellation policy, and refund policy. If you do not take the time to do this step, you will have people that will cancel. You will have people that will ask for refunds. You will have people that didn't know that your plan was going to renew, and it will renew, and you'll have to deal with that. And you will have people that didn't realize the free trial was done and they actually wanted to cancel. If you don't have details spelling out what your policies are, you're not protected as a website, which means you're now really at the mercy of the user. If they tell you they want their money back and you have no policy spelling that out, technically they need to have their money back. I mean, because you never spelled out that there are no refunds allowed, or their cancellation policy is 30 days upon X, or whatever that looks like. So make sure you take the time to actually plan out your plan policy text, and then click Save. When you click Save, you have now created a plan. And if we now click this X button, you will see our plan is now added here to our page, and we have the Ruby membership. Now, what will happen is if someone comes here to enter this plan, they will click Start Free Trial. You will see View Checkout on your published site because you can't view it in preview mode. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to publish the site for purposes of testing, and I'm going to view the site. But I have to go back to our home page and add a button that will redirect us to our payment plans and pricing page. What I would recommend you do is I would recommend you have a sales page or a landing page specific to your membership with a button that redirects back to that plans and pricing page, like a buy now or start your membership now button on your sales page or membership page. As you can see, for testing purposes, for base functionality, I just have my homepage and I'm going to add a button on my homepage, right? So it's going to be very simple, straightforward. For you, you're going to want to have an actual sales page or landing page where people can learn more about what they're committing to become a member of before they actually take the next step. And there's a whole bunch of sales page design technique and psychology that you're going to want to research and think about when actually building that out, but I'll leave that to you and on your own research. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to link this to our plans and pricing. So now when I publish the site and go back to it, I will be able to access our plans and pricing. So I'll click that. Okay, so I'm a new prospective member here. I just went through your sales page. Not really. I don't have one built out, but let's just figuratively speak. I went through your sales page. I decided I wanted to become a member. And here's our membership options. It looks like I can become a Ruby member, and every year it's valid for 2 years, and there's a 14 free day trial. So I want to start free trial. Perfect. It's going to have me now sign up or log in. If I haven't already become a member on this site, I'm obviously going to need to sign up. So I would sign up, and I'll just sign up with email. I'll just say test@tets.com, and I'll do test 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if you really wanted to sign up under my fake user, go ahead. Then you would press sign up, and then you would sign up, and then now it's going to tell you we're not able to accept online payments at the moment. There is a reason for this. This is because you have to enable a payment method on your Wix website, which I'm now going to show you how to do as we're going through the initial setup of your paid plans, paid membership website. So to enable your payment processor, what you need to do is you have to go to your sites. I'm going to come in here, and you're going to have to go to your website dashboard, okay? So you're going to go to your website dashboard. I'm entering it now. And what you're going to need to do is, first and foremost, in order for you to accept payments on your website, you have to upgrade to a business and e-commerce plan in Wix. This is a non-negotiable. It doesn't matter which of the business and e-commerce plans you select. Select the one that's going to be best for you, but you have to have a business and e-commerce plan. Once you upgrade to that and you get your domain and your hosting, you're going to go to settings, and you're going to go down to accept payments. When you go to accept payments, this is where you have the ability to choose your payment processor. You can come in here and connect with any of these. So Wix has their own fully integrated payment processing system now, which is pretty nice, and everything runs straight through Wix, but it's still new and it's not as intuitive anywhere near something like PayPal or Stripe. It's still very basic, but it does the job. It allows you to choose your payout schedule, all that kind of stuff. Then you have PayPal. You can integrate with PayPal, Alipay, Pinwheel, manual, point of sale. Doesn't matter. I'm not going to select the Wix one right now because when you select the Wix one, you have to go through and get approved from them. It's an instant approval. It's really easy. You'll have to insert all of your business information, EIN, business address, all that good stuff. You would press connect me, and I'll just connect with PayPal. And it says we've connected these payment methods. Now I'm going to set up an account to activate. I already have an existing PayPal account. I'm going to block this part out so you don't see it. Okay, so what I did there was I connected my PayPal account and had me sign into my current PayPal account, approve and agree transactions from Wix to PayPal in terms of people actually going from Wix to PayPal to purchase and then back to Wix. And then you can see I am now active on checkout, which means I've connected PayPal. We're set, we're ready to go. So now if we go back to plans and pricing and I refresh this, we now have the ability to go ahead and pay with PayPal. And we would press buy now. And then what would happen is it's going to go ahead, it's going to load, and it's going to have you sign in to your PayPal account or pay with a debit or credit card to actually purchase your membership. And then what's going to happen is I'm not actually going to purchase the membership right now. And then what's going to happen is it's going to redirect you back to your website. However, when it redirects you back to your website, you're going to want to have a members area on your website. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to add the members area and the next steps after payment processing in our next part next Wednesday. And we're going to touch on building out the members area, the registration, sign up functionality, the login, all that good stuff, adding that so that way you create a seamless user experience. If you guys have enjoyed part one of building a paid membership website in Wix, the complete toolkit, drop a like down below. Make sure to comment and let me know what questions you have regarding building a paid membership website in Wix so I can tackle all of your questions in this complete guide and toolkit series so that way there's no confusion at all and you have a complete guided series on how to build this paid membership website in Wix. And lastly, you don't want to miss any of the content here on this channel, and you don't want to miss this series. Make sure to click that subscribe button and turn those bell notifications on, and you'll make sure to never miss a video in this series every Wednesday, 8:30 a.m. MST, as well as instantly plug into the largest Wix training community on the internet. A pretty great place to be, with an even better community when learning a brand new series on how to do this paid membership website in Wix. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll catch you on our next portion of this series next Wednesday.